What can you do to lift up your profits? If valuation is going to be a multiple of earnings, then clearly increasing the earnings is directly related to the value that you will achieve on sale of your business. So what are some things that you can do to increase your earnings over the preparation period for getting the business ready for sale? You could simply go out and buy every business book that you can get. But by the time you've read them all, you'll be too old to take advantage of the money that you could have got from selling your business. So we need an approach which is easier to implement and much more generic. It seems to me that there are 4 major categories of how you can improve your business. Simply cleaning it up and taking more notice, looking at the large expenses and working on those, implementing benchmarking, and then looking at continuous process improvement. Let's start with cleaning up the business. It's very common that once a business has got to a certain size and profitability, that the entrepreneur focuses on developing the business rather than concentrating effort every day on getting the profit up. So it's likely that simply by focusing on improving profits over a 12 to 18 month period, that focus alone will bring attention to removing wastage in the business. Whether that's obsolete inventory, whether that's equipment that needs to be maintained, excess warehouse space, excess office space, or perhaps people that shouldn't be there that are not producing to their best level of productivity. Another easy technique that you can use is simply to rank all your expenses largest to the smallest and concentrate on the 3 or 4 largest expenses. Renegotiate accommodation or telecommunications. Look at your payroll expenses because that's probably going to be the largest. What could you do over a 12-month period to improve the productivity of the staff, perhaps get rid of the poorest performing people and hire in some better people? Next, look at a benchmark program. What benchmarking does is it takes a whole group of companies all in the same sector or same industry. It establishes ratios for all of their major operational performance and then compares each business with the group in total. It is able to isolate out the best performers, the average performance and the worst performance. And it is likely that across a range of operational measures, you'll be doing well on some and poorly on others. Focus on the ones that you have the poorest performance on and get some advice or read some books or do some training in order to improve the situation in those poor performing areas. Look at the best practice. What can you do to bring yourself up the curve in order to get best practice across some of your operational measures? Even if you just improve a few areas, you will improve your net earnings. Then there's the area of process improvement or continuous process improvement. This is an area that is developed out of quality circles and quality management, but it focuses very directly on productivity across the entire business. Look at an area of the business and put in some measurements, because without measuring, you can't tell whether you're performing well or not. And over time, look at the measurement and what you'll see is that some periods are better than others. Then start asking the question why. Why are we doing better in some periods than others? What did we do when we were in our best performing periods? And what did we do in our worst performing periods? From this analysis, you'll be able to see where you can improve performance. So, in improving profit, look at how you can clean up the business, how you can work on the largest expenses, how you can use benchmarking to improve performance in areas right across the business, and then use continuous process improvement for those areas which are a bit unique. Even if you achieved 10% gain in each one of these techniques, that's a 40% improvement in profit. And if your valuation is 6 times earning, that's a 240% gain that you've managed to get in your valuation.